Welcome to Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. I'm a board-certified music therapist, author, and expert on how to use music to relieve stress fast. This podcast is sponsored by McConnell Music Therapy Services, Inc., where they believe in the power of music to transform people and communities. Based in Northern California, their board-certified music therapists support people of all ages and abilities within hospitals, schools, corporations, and communities using music experience to connect, express, and de-stress. Visit them at mcconnellmts.com or their Facebook page, McConnell Music Therapy. This episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold is also sponsored by Dr. Nisi, trainer and certifier of master and executive coaches, because she believes every person, every relationship, every business, and your finances should be extraordinary. Find out more about Dr. Nisi Moore and the Life Coaching Institute at www.drnisi.com. That's DRNEECIE.com. Hello and welcome to another episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. It's so great to be with you, and I'm so glad you're here. I just got to start out with a big, giant, heartfelt thank you. Thank you to everybody who's left a review, especially Carol5778, who simply says, "Both my kids and I enjoy snuggling and falling asleep to this." Thank you, Carol. That makes me so happy imagining you and your kids drifting off to the sound of my guitars. What a treat. If you haven't left a review yet, would you kindly do so? I'd love to hear how the music helps you, because that's what it's here to do. Okay, let's move on to the music. This week's piece is a special piece of music. The arrangement is something I cooked up years ago during my music therapy sessions. I used it as supportive music for teens who are struggling to overcome depression, anxiety, and addictions, while they were working on a particular exercise that would help them learn to be honest with themselves and each other about the various masks they wear in front of others in order to survive. I named the piece Hope because that's what treatment represents to me. Hope. There's a future out there that is possible as a result of the hard work these kids put in at such a young age. I have a lot of respect and admiration for them, and I think hope is something we could all use a little more of right now. So, sit back, relax, and let the warm, gentle sounds of my guitar fill you with hope. And I'll see you on the other side. Thanks so much for checking out this episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. I've got a couple of resources for you, which you can find in the show notes or you can listen to right here. So check it out. If you enjoy the sound of my voice and you enjoy the sound of my guitar, imagine them put together. Go to sonicrecovery.com and take your very own relaxation vacation, where I take you out of the stress of the present moment and back in time to a time when you felt happy, healthy, safe, and sober, and then walk you through that memory so you can bring back those feelings into the challenges you're facing today. So go check that out. It's at sonicrecovery.com. If you're a healthcare worker in recovery, check out the Music in Recovery Self-Care Guide for healthcare professionals that I created just for you. That's at hcp.sonicrecovery.com. And if you're a healthcare worker and you'd like more information about how to help your patients use music, you can check out the Music Medicine Guide that I created just for you at musicmedicineguide.com. Lastly, if you enjoyed the pod and you haven't done it yet, would you just take a minute to rate and review it? It really only takes about 60 seconds, believe it or not, and it would go a long way to help us make more people know just how good this pod is, particularly for healthcare workers and their stress. Thanks again. See you next time.